Thank you, Mr. President. Let me join others in thanking Assistant Secretary General Pobi for her briefing, and let me also welcome the representatives of DRC and Rwanda to this meeting. Mr. President, the situation in Eastern DRC continues to deteriorate before our eyes. What we are witnessing is a crisis defined by relentless violence, impunity, and immense human suffering. The horrifying targeted attacks on the civilian population in the provinces of Ituri and Nord-Kivu, as well as escalating violence in Sud-Kivu, is a stark reminder. Peace in Eastern DRC remains elusive. Denmark condemns, in the strongest terms, the recent attacks carried out by the Allied Democratic Forces in Ituri. We equally strongly condemn the killing of hundreds of civilians, including children, by the Rwanda-backed M23 in Nord-Kivu. Such grave abuses are intolerable. They must stop, and they must be met with accountability. Mr. President, allow me to highlight 3 points. First, the peace agreement of 27th June between the DRC and Rwanda, facilitated by the United States, offered a rare but important glimpse of hope. Denmark joins others in urging the parties to do their utmost to engage in good faith and to implement the agreement in full. Likewise, we urge the parties to engage constructively and meaningfully in the ongoing talks in Doha. We recall that both parties have agreed to negotiation and to a ceasefire. These commitments must be upheld. Let me be clear, there is no military solution to this conflict, only a political one that is inclusive and representative of all Congolese people. We must also insist on the implementation of our own resolutions, especially 2773. In that spirit, Denmark reiterates our call on Rwanda to withdraw its forces from the Eastern DRC and end its support to the M23. At the same time, we call on the DRC to neutralize the FDLR. Second, Mr. President, let us not forget who pays the heaviest price in this conflict: civilians. Their suffering is amplified by recent deliberate attacks, humanitarian funding cuts, restrictions on humanitarian access, including through the prolonged closure of the Goma airport, and the looting of humanitarian and medical facilities. Meanwhile, needs are increasing. We reiterate that all parties in Eastern DRC must protect civilians and comply with their obligations under international law, including international humanitarian law and international human rights law. We call for all perpetrators to be held accountable and for full access for and cooperation with international investigations and OHCHR. Justice is not optional. Third and finally, Mr. President, Denmark reaffirms our full support to MONUSCO as it continues to deliver on its mandate under extremely difficult circumstances. We remain deeply concerned about the obstructions of MONUSCO's operations, particularly in the areas controlled by M23. We call on all parties to respect the freedom of movement of the mission. Such obstructions are in clear violation of Security Council Resolution 2773. Mr. President, in closing, the people of Eastern DRC are not statistics. They are parents, daughters, sons, farmers, teachers, and traders. And right now, they are in desperate need of protection. They are in need of dignity and of hope. We urge the parties to the conflict to end the violence, to comply with their legal obligations, and protect civilians from harm. Thank you.